Good afternoon, guys. Hope everyone can hear me okay. Anybody here? I think we've got one viewer. Good afternoon. No, it's saying on my my streaming software that there's a bit of a problem. Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody let me know to hear me. Whether the screen's all right, and then we'll make a start in a couple of minutes. Hi, Steve. I've just put the audio working. It's all right. I didn't have this the previous two live streams, but on the software off the screen that you can see, it's saying that there's a problem. It's not receiving enough data. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's the main thing. There's a few more people join now. We'll make a start. So I think this is the third one I've done. I'm going to try and keep it fairly short, depending on where you are. It's in the UK here. It's 4 o'clock on a Friday, so you probably want to get home if you're sort of in the UK and start your weekend. So let's just keep it brief. Right, I'll get my bit of paper. Today really is just giving you guys an update on the website, the services, courses, things like that. So it's not a tutorial session, although we will be having some more like that where we can go through some specific things with Revit and other sort of BIM software. Right, so let's start off. You'll see on screen the new website. Since we last caught up on YouTube Live, I've been working behind the scenes to develop areas of the website, and there's some new additions now. I'm just going to take you through what's new, what's changed, what's been updated, and what's to come. So let's have a look down more there. I've added this. I don't think this was here before the start here. I was just conscious that anybody new finding the website, to be able to know what it's about and how to navigate around. So there's a clear start here page, just to become there, and then it's split into logical sections there, free resources, premium training, that sort of thing. So basically just break down what it's about and what's available. So that is the start here page. Sorry for my hesitancy. It's all right. If I look down on my streaming, it's there's a big lag here between what I'm seeing and what I'm talking on. I'm assuming my voice, my audio is going out at the same as this with this delay, so it should all be synchronized when you hear me. Just shout out if there's a problem. So the free course, anybody who remembers when I started all this, 2016, a long time ago, the main sort of if you like, selling point was the free YouTube course. With the original website, certainly for the majority of the time, that course was offered for free at the website, and you could log in, create a free account, and take the course, which was good in terms of getting a lot of people up to speed with Revit. It was very popular. I estimate around 8,500 people signed up and had an account and took that free course, so that's good. With the new website, I made a clear decision that there was a clear differential between what was free and what's paid for. So the forum now, anybody can read the forum, as you're probably aware, but only members can sort of post there and get help and support with the courses and the training. But the free course, I think, is still worth having, but now it is simply in the format of the YouTube playlist, the infamous Beginner's Guide, 84 units. It's all right, I've got this happened before, didn't it? You guys told me. It's the lag. The website's responsive, I think, if you go on it. But right, so if you go to free course, if you're not logged into the website, you'll see this button, free course. If you are logged in, then that disappears, because if you're logged in, you're a member anyway, and you don't need the free course. So a little bit of blurb at the beginning there, and then you've got the full list there, the itinerary, again split into the same sections, and I've tried to do that in a logical order, starting off with the very basics, the interface, going down to key concepts about parameters, etc. Now each of those units has a link straight to YouTube. So with this free course now, you're not going to, or anybody's not going to be able to just sign up at the website and take it as if you paid for it. But this is the sort of compromise I think is a good one. You've got this page here which serves as your index. You can come back to this page here, and you can quickly just click on a link, and it will open YouTube at that video, obviously watch it, digest the material, and then move on to the next one. So if any of you guys, you know anybody who's looking just to get started with Revit, and they just want to dive in, then maybe this is a good place to start for them. So that's the free course. Let's move on to articles. I've rearranged this section here. If I open it up, so it's very laggy on my computer now because I've got the streaming software running, so it's doing something. It's whirring. So the articles page now has quick links to the main categories blog, articles that are tagged with Revit and tutorials, etc. And then the most recent ones are listed there. If I move on to the forums, when it opens, here we go. Okay, so I've added this forum now, BIMscape tutorials. So there is still a free material at BIMscape, but starting soon, apart from the courses, there will be some tutorials and content that are only accessible by members. But for the tutorials, for the free, if I just open up this forum, sorry, let's just please clarify that. Yes, can yeah, right. Yeah, just bear with me a second, Ken. This is on my agenda. I'm going to go down and cover courses, and that. Yeah, I'm going to give an update on that. So I've got a bit of a scribbled list here. There's quite a few things to go through. I'm just conscious of the time as well, but I will be covering that. So the BIMscape tutorial forum here, I thought this would be useful just as a quick place, all in one place, to find links to all the tutorials that are on the site. Now, because this is a free resource for anybody, when you click on it, you'll get through to the link to YouTube, and it'll open a YouTube page in the browser. But rather than go into those blog categories and all that sort of thing, at any point you can come back here to this forum. The other thing is that obviously, if you have any questions, if members have any questions about any of these, clean that wall and roof junctions, well, what if it applies to X, Y, and Z? Members can obviously then post and add in, start this thread in the right post here, and I will respond so we can get a discussion going. So for non-members, that's a quick access to the video. If I just open one of those up. Reminds me of the old site, this, with the lag, 6-7 seconds per page. Right, there we are. So for this one, tells you what the article is, or the video tutorial, and the link there. Click on that. It will open a page in BIMscape, but has an embedded YouTube video in it. So if you're a member and you've got a question on that, you can just log in and you can answer it. So I think that's, well, hopefully that's quite useful. Right, I'll just keep an eye down at the chat box here. Tick off my list there of what we've covered. So let's get back to right, Ken's question. Right, the MEP and schedules courses, the video links are being propagated as of Monday. Might start over the weekend, but if you say Monday, that's a safer bet. It's all set up now, and I think you'll find the course structures in place. All the units and modules are in the database. The links will be populated or start to be populated as of Monday. So if you could check back then, see all the units. Oh yes, you've put it there. My count, no videos yet. So that's the same for the MEP and the scheduling. And they will be propagated each day. It's a case of me going to each one in Vimeo Pro where they are stored, getting the links, making them secure, so they can't be shared. They have to be embedded or sort of encrypted, so they only work when they're embedded in BIMscape, so they can't be shared on other sites and stuff like that. But it's a long way of saying a short answer to your question is, as of next week, early next week, you will start to see those videos come live. While I'm on courses, the beginner's guide course, that next week the links will be added. Now, I made a decision that for the beginner's course, they will have download links, and if you want to, for whatever reason, you can download those videos. Again, it just grabs it off Vimeo Pro, so you can store them for offline viewing. The rest of the course, or the courses, you will need to be logged into BIMscape. Yeah, it is. Yeah, now, that is a fair comment, and I've got some other news, because when I come on in a second to the new courses, you guys with the MEP and the scheduling are going to, when those courses come out, there's some mini courses I'm going to announce in a minute, you are going to get a discount on those for your very kind patience. But I'll cover that in a second when I move on to the next thing. Yeah, the beginner's course, for those of you who came from the original website, the version 1 if you like, there was the ability, in fact I sold that as a separate package to download the videos, and that was actually quite popular. So I think I need to differentiate that premium version of the beginner's course from just watching it on YouTube, and one of the ways I did that was obviously the ebook and the ability to download the videos. So the download links aren't on there at the moment. It's not too big a job to add them, but it's just sort of balancing the time with all the other stuff, and say it's for the MEP and the advanced scheduling. So just to let you know, if that's of interest to you, they will be added in the next week or two on that beginner's course, all 84 units. So under each video, when you've logged in, there'll be a download now or whatever, download this video, and you can go and grab it. Again, with all these changes to the courses, I would thoroughly recommend that you make sure that you're on the email newsletter, for the simple reason is that I can then communicate, and you probably, some of you might have seen this, I can communicate with you, I want to say personally, for everybody who's bought, let's say, the scheduling course, I can send an email just to those people. But obviously that only works if you're on the email list. If you're not, just simply go to BIMscape.com newsletter. But do make sure you use the same email address as the one that you bought the course with, or you've created your account, and then the system will sort of cross-reference that and know what courses you purchased. Right, so that's course updates. I listened to a lot of the feedback last time about new courses and what might be popular, and also the fact people, I think the consensus was people were more interested in video content than ebooks, although the ebooks sell quite well, are quite popular, but I think, as I explained last time, they're very labour intensive to produce rather than recording videos. So if I go to the shop, I'll show you what's sort of coming up now. Yeah, while we're in here, I'll show you I've reorganised the shop a little. Come on. Right, so now we're starting to get quite a few different products, ebooks and courses. The shop was starting to look a little bit messy, so a minor thing, but I'm pleased with the way it's working out, is when you go to the shop now, you get just the top level categories, the type of things in the shop. So bundles, I'll come on to that in a second. All the courses there, you can go click in there. Ebooks are separated, the membership. I think I need to... Yes, Navisworks will be coming. Obviously, realistically, probably next year. I know it sounds a long way off, but the way this year's going, and when I show you in a second some of the courses that are coming out pretty soon in the next few weeks, some mini courses, and then there's some more Revit stuff after that. People have asked for graphics and site and topography and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, Navisworks is definitely, well, I say definitely, I'd like to do it. I think realistically I would have to do a bit of a survey or some market research to see what the demand is. I think over the years now I've pretty much gauged the demand with Revit, and it's quite high because it's the main bit of software. If there's enough demand for any of the software, but as interesting it is to me, if I spend 3-4 months producing a course and there's no demand for it, then that's unsustainable. So that's more just a hobby then. But yeah, in principle, if there's a demand, it'll probably be something like a fundamentals course for Navisworks. Okay, so again, this is new down here, software. I'll explain a little bit more of that in a second. Right, I'm just going to be about a third of the way. I'll move on here. So if I go to courses, let's open this up. So again, I'm hoping you guys find this a little bit easier to navigate, find your way around. So all the courses you've seen so far. Mini ones are not available yet, so if you go sorry, it's these 4 here. So again, I would welcome your feedback. These seem to be the things that people are asking for now. I've just kept the title course, but they are what I'm going to classify as a mini course, hence they're a lot cheaper than the other courses. They're all, each one's going to be about 10-12 units, so that can be digested quite easily. So let's just run through what we're going to cover. Coordinate systems, that seems essential to me, but if you'll know from my beginner's course, which largely Autodesk fundamentals for Revit, it doesn't go into coordinates at all. And the first thing you do when you're going to get out in the real world is you're going to want to locate your project with real coordinates. So that short course, that will cover everything from shared sites, the the different coordinate systems with the project base and the survey points and all that sort of stuff, relocating projects. So I think that'll be quite useful. Creating title blocks. I thought a little bit about this one, whether that should be a separate course. Obviously, we've got the families course, and a title block is a family, but however, again, you imagine you're in an office, you've just bought Revit. One of the first things you're going to want to do is create your own title block with your own logo, your own revision schedule, etc. So that seemed a good candidate for just a quick, again, 10 units, starting from scratch. You know, let's say you've got an AutoCAD title block. Coordinate system, very important often. No, I appreciate that. So yeah, that's great. That's good feedback already. Title blocks. So again, a short course that would just get people started. You've bought Revit, it's in the office. You've produced a basic model. You need to print it out with your logo, your project information and title block. How do you go about it? So this is going to be a sort of quick 10-15 step how to do that. Setting up some shared parameters, importing your logo in, putting a revision schedule on, that sort of thing. Design options. I think this was a suggestion that came up for the last YouTube live session. It's a feature I think is not appreciated enough. Maybe that's I don't know, not understanding it or whatever. So again, a short 10 unit course, how to utilize design options properly, and linking in with that, we've got phasing. Again, it was another suggestion. Now, those two I have seen over the years used interchangeably, which people get in the right mess. So another short course there on phasing. So these 4 mini courses, what's probably going to happen is these are going to come out probably 1 a week, max 2 weeks, because they're only quite short, starting from either next week or the week after. Again, I would say if you're not on the email newsletter, I know I keep banging on about it, but that's where I will be. That's where you'll hear about it first, unless obviously you're checking the website every day, because there'll be a news item on the front page. But when I've got something to share with you in terms of itinerary and some sample videos or whatever, then I will get that out, but it'll be via the newsletter in the first instance. So those are the new courses that are coming along. After that, and I won't on the shop until those are all sorted, but I'm thinking along the lines of graphics, materials, and site and massing. I think with all those and what we've got so far, that probably covers all the basics to intermediate of Revit. Then you get into some very specialised areas of, like your sun paths and your walkthroughs and all. Again, I don't know. I'd have to sort of gauge the demand for when you sort of get into the really niche things. So hopefully that looks good to you guys, the things that are coming along soon. Let's go back. I'll tick that off. We've discussed that. Stick with me because there are some freebies and some goodies in this presentation within the next half hour before we finish. Right, the big one here, software. So if I go to software here, now this has been a long time in the planning and implementation. It's taking a bit longer now because right, here we go. Here's the page. So in short, I've been accepted onto Autodesk's affiliate program, which means I can put links through to Autodesk's websites to the products, and if people purchase via those links, I get a part commission on that sale. So what I said to myself was that's great, but why would people come to me and buy through that link? You just go to Autodesk. So what I want to do, and I'm still flashing out the details of this, is that I want to add some value to the purchase. If you come to the website and you buy via BIMscape, you're going to get some value added to that purchase. So there's different options there I'm looking at in terms of free course, maybe a complete suite, maybe a number of live sessions included in that. So all you would do is come through to the website, choose your product, it takes you through to Autodesk website, you purchase it there, and then I'm assuming I get notified of who purchased it, some sort of ID. This is what I'm discussing with Autodesk at the moment, exactly how it works. But in essence, I've been approved on the program. That's why I could get this sort of set up now. So I've just show you very briefly how this works. So if I click on that, it'll go through to the shop, to the software section. And so far, I have put on just the most obvious culprits here for BIM. So you've got full versions of Revit, Revit LT, and the AutoCAD Revit LT Suite and Navisworks. And for each one, there is two options there: 3-year recurring, 1-year recurring. As you know, you don't buy the software now; you're just buying the license for its use. Just to let you know, I've got links to, I think, virtually every bit of software that Autodesk produce. So I mean, I'll add all this on in due course in the software page you just saw. If there's something you're after and it's not listed here, you can contact me. I think if I just go back, I'll just show you one of these, show you how it works. Again, this I was literally working on this afternoon and yesterday and this morning, so it's still a work in progress, but the bare bones of it's set up. So obviously you're still at BIMscape. You get a brief description here, and I'm going to flash this out with a bit more detail. But if you hit by product, it should, under normal circumstances, when I'm not streaming, it will go through and open now the correct page at Autodesk. Now, at the moment, it'll go through to the britishstore.co.uk. Autodesk assure me that it doesn't matter if you then redirect to another store like the Americans.com or whatever, it'll still all work. And obviously that then goes right through. So it's a bit, there you are. Absolute bargain here, £600 a year, LT. So you'd go ahead and purchase that, and then I'm assuming it. So I'm making a lot of assumptions here because I've only just been accepted on the scheme and getting it set up. So I'm not sure exactly how it works in practice, but this here, this long link identifies that you've come from BIMscape. So what the plan is, once I've got a little bit more detail under each of these product pages, it will list here what the added benefit is. So, you know, via this link, you will receive this package, that sort of thing. Or there might be some options there, maybe a small discount on the price, cashback or something like that. So if that's of any interest to you, if you work in a company, you know architectural practices or anyone that's and you'd like some extra value, I'm more than happy to discuss what your requirements are and see what I can do in terms of a deal. So please appreciate that if you keep me in mind. So a few years not. Oh, hi Henrik. I sent you an email before. Yeah, looking forward to that venture that's coming along soon. Yeah, I'll say to you guys, you know, to be upfront with you, I do get a small commission if you go through that link. That's the whole purpose of the affiliate scheme, and what I want to do is make it worth your while to do that. So I will share with you whether that's a part of the commission or it's a value added with live support or training products or whatever. That can all be negotiated, you know, depending on what you want, how much you're gonna buy. But if it's a case of just going to Autodesk and buying it or doing it here and getting some freebies, then that's something for you to consider. So I'm quite excited about this. How popular it'll be and how well it's taken up, I don't know, but it's there and virtually up and running. So that's the software. The launch offer Since the last YouTube session, which seemed it was a few weeks ago now. As you know, we started with 100. It's going to back in the bundles. 100 units. They've almost all gone now. It's been fantastic. This bundle section is to say this is being developed as well, because when these last launch units go, I think there's 5, 6 left now out of 100. It's amazing how quickly they've all gone. Here we go, 6 in stock. When they've gone, as described here, that's it. This product disappears. It is not coming back. So there's still 5 or 6 there. If either you or anybody you know is interested in that. If I'm really honest with you, I don't think I can't see me ever doing a deal like that again. It was really just to get the new site up and running, get people across, start populating the community, and a thank you to the sort of people who've been supporting. But you can see there you're getting everything in there apart from the new mini courses, and the main thing is you're getting lifetime access. So thank you for everyone on here who's taken that up. So if you haven't and you want to consider that, or you know somebody who might be interested, there are 6 left at the moment, and when they're gone, as the saying goes. And that is in itself on sale, just to not to get rid of the last 6, but it'd be good to sort of get this out of the way now and tidied up. It's we're almost there. So that's still available, just about, if anyone's interested. Right, giveaways. What have we got here? Right, there is a giveaway, a freebie on a support session. So I'm going to do this. I think I'll just do this every YouTube live. Is give away 1 hour free. So you might have seen in the store. Sorry, just before I go off this page while I'm on here, because they are taking a long time to load with this streaming software running. The bundle section, I'm going to start populating this out, because as we've just said, this will be going soon, so there won't be this mega bundle. But I'm also conscious that anyone new to the site. So I'm just making sure I'm reading the live chat. Any new message? Anyone new to the site, let's say they found the shop, they look through and they think, oh, I like the look of that course and this one or whatever. It just seems a good idea to create some readily made bundles that package some common courses together, obviously with a saving. That was quite popular at the old site. Started off with some basic bundles, then we had the mega bundle, and it makes sense, doesn't it? If you're sort of getting into Revit, you can just sort of one cost have a suite of training material and work your way through it. So there will be bundles coming along. So I'll package some different permutations of courses. I might look into some plugins that allow you to create your own bundle, sort of mix and match. I don't want to complicate things more than I need to, really. So I'll look into that, but maybe 4 or 5 different options here. I can certainly see those 4 mini courses that I've just outlined that are coming along as a bundle, a mini course bundle. So I'll probably get that together, ready for their launch. You can see there's a live support bundle here. So the 1 hour sessions, you get 4 of those together at quite a discount. Again, the live support has been not overly popular. A few people have taken it up, and the ones who have taken it up seem to come back on a regular basis. They've enjoyed the experience, and they've come back. I've helped them with specific projects, that sort of thing. But again, it's there. It's an option. So if people want to take that up, so. The giveaway for this session is not that bundle, but just one of the 1 hour sessions. So to qualify for that, if you're ready, you're going to need to use a coupon code. So I'm gonna walk you through this to give you the best chance at securing this. Down here, support. Let's click on that. You're probably going to need to be logged into BIMscape and get yourselves ready, because it's going to be there's only one of these. So the coupon code I'm going to give you in a second only works once, and then it's void. So the first person gets to use it. So it's this product here, the live support 1 hour. If you've not looked around how this works yet, if I hit book, it's going to open up the product. Eventually, I'm sure it's working faster for you if you're following along on your computers. And yeah, you can get a little mini calendar there. So it's basically a booking system. You choose the available dates. So what you do is pick a date, then pick a time, and press book now. Go to the checkout. So I'm going to give you a coupon code now. Now, what I would suggest, I'm conscious that there's going to be a mad scramble to get this code. Well, I'm assuming there is, if anyone's interested. What I would suggest you do is just go and pick any date and time in June. Please give me a fighting chance. Don't set one for tomorrow. Just pick anything in June, any date or time. Don't even worry if you're available or I'm available. Just pick what comes up on the calendar and book it and use the coupon. Because once you've booked it, if you log in your members area, your appointments are listed there. You can reschedule it as long as there's at least 1 day before the appointment. So what I would suggest to you guys, if you're interested in taking up this offer now and using this coupon code, just grab the code, put it in, book anything, and then when you've got a bit more time, you can just log back into BIMscape and you can reschedule it to a time you actually want. If there's nothing you want to discuss or no part of the training, then you might still want to just grab it and just keep it in there and just keep rescheduling it until you want it. It's totally up to you. I just thought it'd be a nice freebie, and also it is really nice and interesting just to meet up with people virtually online that I've not spoken to before and go through and sort of talk about Revit and what projects they're working on or how I can help. Right, Henrik. Well, get your keyboard ready, because you might be able to grab one of these, this free one here. So, the coupon code for this free 1 hour session is, and this is all this is spelt in letters because it's going to start with a 1, but it's ONE. So all one long word, if you like, no gap. It's the phrase 1 hour free. So ONEHOURFREE. The first person to book a slot there and use that coupon code at the checkout, 1 hour free, will discount that to 0. And say, don't worry about the time or the date you pick. You can rebook that yourself via this online booking system once you're logged in. I'm quite happy with that. As long as you give me a day's notice and you say you just book in, you don't even have to contact me. The great thing about this is it sticks the appointment straight in my Google Calendar. So hopefully I don't miss them. So hopefully one of you guys will take up that offer that's there, available. Just one of those. Then for everybody else, for a limited time, I'm probably going to run this. I don't know, maybe for the rest of the day or something like that. Maybe tomorrow. I'm just conscious a lot of people that this time zone doesn't suit them. They're probably in the middle of the night. Did you get in there, Henrik? Did you secure it? Right, well, we'll be talking soon then if you did. For everybody else, I've got another coupon code and it's 25% off anything. So if you haven't bought the launch offer, I must say the only product this doesn't work on is the launch offer, and I thought about that. It's simply because I think it's a ridiculous discount as it is. But everything else at the store, this code I'm going to give you now will knock 25% off. So if there's any particular course or anything that you want to grab, you're interested in. Now this coupon code is live25, and this now I think I don't want to disturb the screen and log back in. I think there was 10 of these. I think it was 10 I set it at. If not, I can lift it up to 15 if more people want it. But it's a limited number, and it just basically knocks 25% off at the checkout on any course apart from that launch offer bundle. So that's live 25, LIVE, and then the numbers 25. Any product apart from that launch offer, and I think that can be used about 10 times. So if there's anything, you're in there. Looking forward to that, Henrik. Please don't set it for tomorrow. I know we're conversing anyway outside of here with regards sort of Revit and whatever. So maybe we can catch up there. But no, it's really good, this online booking system. I'm quite impressed with the plugin that makes it work, because it synchronises with my calendar. So the only slots that show up as available are ones that my calendar says that are free. So yeah, looking forward to that. And I think, we're 3/4 of the way through an hour. I think that wraps it up, really. Appreciate you finding the time. I don't know how this time suits everybody now. I don't think I'm ever going to find a time that's appropriate for everybody, obviously. The other two have been on Sunday evenings. It's what do you do if it's the weekend? People maybe don't want to be logging into a YouTube seminar. If it's a weekday, you might be at work and you might not feel comfortable watching YouTube, or not be allowed to watch YouTube at work or college or whatever. So I'll maybe just shift them around the next 3 or 4 sessions, move them around and see which one. Presumably there's some stats somewhere off YouTube. I can see where the most sort of audience is and what suits everybody. But hope that's been useful for you guys. I think I've covered everything. Some minor little bits and bobs now. Training, I've got to update that page. That's just basically going to say, you've got a choice of pre-recorded material in terms of the courses, ebooks, live training. Again, if you know anybody, any organisations that want live sort of group training over the internet, I am working with a number of companies now in the UK doing group session, and that can just be sort of standard off the shelf Revit introductory courses. It can also be bespoke training material. So I'm working with a roofing contractor at the moment in the UK, and obviously their needs are quite specific in how what they need from Revit and the sort of components they're working with. So I can put agendas together, training packages that are totally bespoke. Hopefully when all the restrictions lift, I get to go out and travel around a little bit and actually visit offices, if that's what people want. I did quite a bit of that before all the COVID stuff started. And I really enjoyed it, to be honest. It's nice to go somewhere different, to meet different people in person. And as much as the internet works quite well, and Zoom and Teams, it's not the same, is it, as actually being in a room, getting that live feedback off people, being able to have those sort of conversations. It's a lot more productive, I think. But again, not everybody's in that position. They don't have the time or the budget, or they just would rather just train when they want, on demand, if you like, by the internet. So hopefully what you're seeing now, with the way the website's developing, is a range of solutions to do with BIM, particularly with Revit, So we've obviously got the ebooks, the pre-recorded courses, we've got the forum support, we've got the live support. You can see here where you can book your own sessions on there. The software now, so more details will follow there. So again, you'll have the confidence that you are buying from Autodesk themselves. You'll be just buying it through BIMscape, and there will be added value, and that'll be fully detailed in due course the next sort of few days and weeks about what you get for that. So again, I would just say if there's anybody you know who's just about to purchase or sort of has a practice where they need to get more licenses, then please ask them just to get in touch, and we'll see what we can do. Newsletter there, sign up. Again, particularly if you've bought courses, and because when I do updates, I let people know via email, but it only works if you are signed up for that. Unfortunately, I can't force anybody when they sign up to have that newsletter. You need to make sure, it's your choice whether you receive it or not. But if you don't, then you just get missed off the mailing list when it says that your course has been updated, etc. So probably a good idea. Social media, well, YouTube's the biggest one. I don't know if you call that social media really. Let's just have a look there. Might just get your feedback while you guys are on here just before I go. When this page starts up. Here we go. So those are the platforms. I got mixed feelings really. I mean, YouTube's obviously a big one. It's a visual thing. It's great for tutorials, videos. So that's great. Facebook. A lot of people seem to find BIMscape on Facebook, and I can see the likes, but doesn't. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought it's the first sort of platform of choice for if you're looking for sort of Revit training. I know there's a number of Revit groups, discussion groups on there. LinkedIn. Don't know what you guys think of LinkedIn. I seem to get more and more spam contacts who are trying to sell you insurances and all sorts of stuff on there. So I must admit I don't go on there a lot. The app keeps telling me I've got new notifications and whatever. Instagram, nice visual thing. I haven't put anything on there for a long time now, but obviously a few years ago that was probably the main platform, and great for architectural images. Nice visual. I think this was before Facebook bought it, and it was nice and simple. I think like a lot of these platforms, they've got to be monetized, so they get more convoluted with adverts and whatever. Twitter, used for I know Twitter still used a lot, but probably for my niche here, I don't know if people would naturally turn to Twitter for Revit information and BIM. TikTok. Now, I could be considered at 52 a bit too old for TikTok, but actually I think it is the biggest developing or fastest growing social network, and for architectural stuff going to be really popular. Just that ability to do short 15-20 second videos. I think you're not going to sit there and watch a tutorial and learn something. It might be just I don't know, maybe a 10-minute sort of quick tip, but maybe for out and about architectural things. So I'm going to start pursuing that, but don't know if you guys use any of these platforms, but we've got an account on there. It just needs to sort of get some content. So I think that's about it for today. Was there any sort of questions or anything, any suggestions? Do those new courses sound all right? There was some feedback from Steve about the coordinates course. How we go forward in the future as more and more courses grow. I'm just conscious this shop's going to get bigger and bigger, and could be a bit intimidating. Someone coming in seeing 10 pages of courses, what do they need? So that's not a problem right now, but it's something I'm thinking about. do? Is it more like you pay a membership and you can access anything that's in here, that sort of thing? I'm not going to complicate it at this point, but it is in the back of my mind how this is. Now we've got a solid technical platform with the website, and it runs really well, infinitely better than the last one. We've got something we can build on now, and it's just that it doesn't get unwheeled as it goes forward. So we've got the new courses coming along there. I will be making some announcements as early as next week on some of these. There will be some sample videos for you to look at. There will be full itineraries for you to read through, to see if they interest you. And again, I'll get some feedback. Still missing sub forum. Okay. Okay. Probably, Henrik. Let's have a look. Let's go back to forums. No, it'll probably take us neatly up to 5. We said an hour, and I don't want to sort of take too much of everyone's time. I mean, if it's okay. I mean, some of that would fit in just general discussion. I mean, I could just do at the bottom, just an any other business or anything else or something like that. I'm just conscious of creating some of these things and they just sit there empty. But what I would say, if you've got any burning questions like that and they're applicable for a forum, just pick what you think is the most appropriate forum. I can move them with the sort of admin tools to another forum if I think that's more appropriate, or if they start to pile up and it warrants it, then I can create a bespoke forum and I can just move them all across. So it's not a problem. I'd rather you just ask somewhere and then say I can move it and file it as need be. So I think that's it for today. Really appreciate your interest. For those who are waiting for some of the courses, keep an eye out. As of next week, early next week, video links are going to come online. If you're interested in those new courses, make sure you are on the newsletter. There's a quick link for it in there. It's just simply the URL is bimscape.com/newsletter. Because say probably next week I'm going to come out with some news on those detailed itineraries, etc. They will be mini courses. They will just be videos, probably 10 to 15 max, very focused on specific topics, coming out over the next few weeks. Appreciate your support, and really excited about the way it's developing now. So the main thing was we've got a platform now that is responsive. It works well. It's reliable. You guys can navigate. You can purchase things. It doesn't lose orders. It doesn't crash. So that's all good. We have the suggestion about Navisworks. Any other suggestions like that? You can just email me or use the contact form. Just throw it into the mix. It's something you'd like to see. Even if it's just a very specific thing on Revit, how do I do X or whatever, please let me know that as well, because what I'm going to be getting back onto next week as well is more of just the YouTube single Revit tutorials. You know, you've probably seen the playlist. So I'm just flicking back here to for anyone who's joined and missed this bit when this forum here, BIMscape tutorials, these are the free ones. So starting from next week, you're going to see more and more things listed here. In fact, there's probably about another half a dozen to a dozen videos already on YouTube where I just need to add the forum post. And so let's just click on one of those just to show you what happens. If I click on that, this is only slow because I'm streaming at the moment. It's virtually instant and should be to you guys if you're forum post. Then you get a simple link that'll take you straight to that page. If you're a member about it once you've seen the video, you can post them there. Otherwise, just click on it. It will open. Now, I've purposely made it open in a separate tab so that you can just keep the index of the ones you want to work. There you go, straight to it. You get the YouTube video embedded in there. There's a bit of text with some supporting information. So away you go. You sort of watch the video, take what you want out of it. If you have a question and you remember, you just go and post it in there and I'll answer it. I put something like, if you're a non-member, then I'm afraid it's no good posting it in the YouTube comments, because one, it's not fair on the people who are sort of obviously paid for support, and two, there's just too many places to try and look to see where questions are being asked, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. I'd rather have it all driven back to the forum where there's just one place for me to monitor. It makes it much more manageable. So that's the way we're going to do it. So guys, it's neatly, that's good for me, because I normally ramble on way past the hour. So existing courses, updates, big updates coming as of Monday. New courses, details coming very soon with those mini courses coming out. We've got the forum there developing. The software, the affiliate sales, so going to be some great offers on software. So please keep that in mind, either for yourself or anybody else you know. Just come to me, and what I've done, if I just finally, before I turn this off, just go back to here. I've just put something there where you can just drop me a line and ask. I've seen this myself over the years, people buying the wrong software for what they need. So I've just put an offer out there. It's no obligation. It's just, I'm thinking of buying, I want to get into Revit. What do I need or whatever? I will just give you an honest assessment. I've seen people in offices buy LT and then wonder why they can't collaborate with someone else at the same time. I've seen someone else buy the full version of Revit, but they're working for themselves and don't need half the bells and whistles that includes. So, and it's too late once you've bought it. You're stuck for that license until it needs renewing. So I'd rather just say to people, tell me what you plan on doing, and I'll just give you my best sort of advice, then you can take it from there. But then if you want to come back and purchase it via BIMscape, you're not buying it off me, you're buying it from Autodesk. You're just using the links, and then I can sort of offer some added value by you doing so. So just check there's no more live chat. Really appreciate that, and thanks for everybody who's taken the time to join me today. We'll do another one probably 3-4 weeks, something like that. I imagine the next one will be maybe a bit more technical, go back to use of Revit, or maybe half and half, some quick updates on the website and the courses, and the rest maybe a particular topic in Revit if that's of interest to people. Again, please, just any suggestions are fantastic to me. Just drop them down on the contact box. I stick them in a list, and then if there's some commonality, we can start prioritising those. So thanks very much, guys, and for your time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend that's coming up, and look forward to catching up with you again soon. Bye for now.